Welcome back everybody, welcome back again on Hydroneer. We're here, back in the base. I was working on cleaning up a little bit of the foundations we had before. I will keep them separate because we may need them later on. I also took the liberty to buy some more walls and a little bit of windows while I was there at least. So, I was thinking, let's get going with making the factory itself. So I'm gonna take the hammer and I'm gonna hammer things loose so I can remove them from their position. And these two thumpers will get a new place. I'm sure of that one. There we go. Most items are loose now. Loose, loose. Whoa, a little bit backward. There we go. Now when they are loose, I can start working. So the idea is to make a belt system. When I throw something on it, it will move things to the top floor, a second floor, and in the second floor it gets processed. So I think I need a lot more elevator thingy things, but at least we can give it a go. So the first things first, I need to wonder. Okay, it's right there, so I need to point it like that. Right? Yes. So I was wondering, what if I do it on the side like this? Make a longer belt. Oh, that's a grinder. That's something I need later on. Like this. Now I can throw things on this one in order to process it. So let me get a truck. Let's move the truck a little bit backward. It's almost out of fuel. That's something I do know for sure. There we go. That way I do not have to keep walking for miles to get it all working. As you can see here, when I place a foundation next to it, it's seamless. Which means items will not fall through that easily, like I said in the last episode. There we go. Let's just finish off these rows of foundations so that we can work on getting it up to the top. I just thought about why not rotate it around so I do not need to move way more backward. Otherwise, I do need to move way more backward. It needs to go that way because it needs to be connected to the water flow sooner or later. Anyways, this is where it goes to. The truck will end up parking on the right side over here. What I can do, however, already for the parking part is making the walls on the side. So I have a guideline to park between. So let me just make those walls. Put those walls in place. And another one. There. This is the side of the area. Then I can throw everything on here and it should move this way. And now the idea is to make it rotate around or go directly up. I think go directly up is the way to go here. So I'm gonna do that one. Move it all the way up to the top. To the second floor basically of the building. At least that's the idea. Like throwing things on here, it goes up to the next floor, which will be well, this is a one floor thingy thing now. I might do it a little bit higher than this because the truck needs to fit underneath it, so like a double one. There are a lot of wall parts. We purchased a lot of them, so I think I need the other walls for those things to look good. So I will take the other walls from the shopping area. Those do not have the brown bottom, in order to make it a little bit more beautiful. And I can exchange some of these for windowed ones, so we can see a little bit from the outside now. What I do know is that when I rotate this one, I want to make sure that if I park my car here, I can move through it. And yeah, well, a lot of thinking here. Let me just finish this row. Last episode I got a little bit stuck with driving the car on it, and I noticed that it's because of the little gap on the floor. When one of the wheels gets stuck in it, it basically slows the whole thing down, causing the truck not to move anymore. So even though they are mostly not visible, when I make it seamlessly into the ground, it can drive on and on off it without problems. A little corner is not a problem, but as soon as it's not getting bigger than that, then there's no problem. Good. Now this belt is going up here. I need more foundations for that one. As you can see, it costs a lot of foundations to get it all purchased. Well, at least we get what we want. We will make a floor looking great. Anyways, it gets up here, so what it means is that I need to move this wall to like this thing, not deeper than this. I think that the truck, when it gets into it, will one back. Does not need to move further than this wall, basically. Now let me get some last piece of wall that I have left. Oh, there is another one over there. Let me just put that one here. This one over here for now. Get my hammer, move it a little bit on the side. Same for this one. I need to move the truck into position sooner or later, and that is not gonna be easy. I'm sure that it will not be easy to do something like that. There we go. Dang. I barely woke up and it directly stutters me with the recordings, but at least it does what it needs to do. I can, if I try hard enough, find the answer, I wanna say. I can walk next to this one, but it will prevent me from walking on the belt out of nothing. Okay, more foundations. Because I'm thinking of making the stairs on the side there. Like, let the belt continue on. What? Am I stuck? I want to make the stairs. The wall, seriously. The problem is the wall. These walls have a hitbox that are seriously annoying me. As soon as there is a wall, you cannot place anything adjacent on the same spot of the wall. And if you place the other items first and then the wall, it does no problem. I wonder how that one works, but at least, yeah. Oh. Yep. It's back in place and I can now walk up. Oh, did not meant to do that. This one. Now these ones I purchased extra for the mine because it was not completed yet. Especially the entrance, but well, I don't think the entrance is gonna be very handy to fix that way. Now let me see, we are already through all the foundations I purchased. That's sad, but well, I need floors, I need more blocks, and I certainly want to check out what happens if I put the other thing in. Okay, there we go. Now this one is in. Now my question was, since everything is now still connected, if I dig some lower parts dirt into some buckets. For the certainty I will make 2 buckets. So we at least can try 2 times. Sometimes because if we clean something, we sometimes have the chance that we do not get anything from it. So let me just grab my bucket over here. And I need to move to the top here. Oh boy. I need to go climbing. Shouldn't be too hard. Well, it shouldn't be too hard. I might be able to do it now. Yeah. Okay, the harvester is now turned on. And the belt after it, including the sorters. Good. Dirt into here. Of course, it's a little bit wonky because it's a little bit too big of junk. So it's too big, huh? Where's my pickaxe? No, it's not a problem. Of course. Of course, it fell down again. It is definitely a little bit bigger. And since we split it out the dirt into 2 parts, it is bigger. Let me try that one again. One more try. Do we get the same result? Bigger chunks from it. Only one way to find that one out. I want bigger chunks from it, so... Am I terrible at parkour? Yes, I am. Yep, they are definitely a little bit bigger than the normal ones, because I have a little piece of normal one over here from the tamper. Let me throw that one in. I shouldn't need to make it smaller. Yeah, you can see it's a little bit smaller, which means it does scale the output accordingly to the input. What that means is that we can process it, but it will look smaller and less cool, but well, that's what it needs to do. So, to be recapping what we just did and need to do, between the episodes I will purchase a lot more foundations, I will purchase more walls, I will purchase more belts that go up, because well, that's the whole issue here, we need to go up higher with the belt. I'm gonna make a straight belt over here, halfway that one, I believe. Or I can do it another way around, like... No, I need to do it like that. I will remove these ones and make a pipe going on the second out, because you can place these foundations over existing pipes. So I will make an output over here on the side, so we can move it to the water again, so we can connect it up. I did get a message from somebody stating that the longer the pipe is, the more pressure gets lost in between. I agree. I totally agree on that part. It is not easy to do so. So, yeah, well, it's basically looking at how we are gonna make it. Currently we are this high, and I need one more to get on the second floor bottom layer. And then we need one more to get one above that one. To get it on the second layer. And in the second layer there will be the sorting mechanism. If it's dirt, it will shove it to the side on the outside of the building. I believe this side over here will be fine. Where the harvester is, the harvester will output its stuff and back onto this belt over here, which moves it back up to the sorters again to see if it's dirt or not, and it's not dirt mostly, and sort it out completely. So there will be a belt on top of here, on top of this wall, entering this thing over here. That's why I made a U-turn over here, and it will be higher with the windows, so it definitely throws it on the belt. I possibly even make a funnel where it throws it in. And yeah, well, I think that should solve most matters, but it does increase the difficulty of the whole system, because the harvester is long and I need to make it so that it will throw it on one higher than this is, so it must throw it from this height. Well, if I move this thing over here and I want it to output like here, for reference basically, then this height will be +1, +1, and that's where the belt needs to go. If I make another wall here, whoa, what did I do? So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Good luck.